You know what I mean? Because it's not like we've never talked on racism on my FYP, because we do it all the time. We've held a couple of big lives on it, so. But I wanted to highlight that. It's not because I was defending EQ in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't have shown her video, not that video, no way. No chance. And I can't show the other one with where she's saying continuously N, because you just get banana for it. So I didn't get a chance anyway. But I think one or two of them yesterday with certain people were just being a bit, being weird because it was Torian, so.
I think people, the thing is, I do understand, like, you can't fight fire with fire, but when EQ does it, people are like, she gets it, so she's allowed to do it. No one's allowed to do it. And I've spoke to Torian, do you know what I mean? Because I didn't actually see it until I spoke to her. And I do understand, like, if you continuously kick somebody every single day, they will kick you back.
Yeah, of course they will. They're going to lose it, aren't they? And I get where Torian's at, but I was just trying to say you can't do that because she's better than that, is Torian. Do you know what I mean? For me, she's better than that.
Is she? Because people continuously mock the death of her parents, right? Continuously mock her skin colour, continuously mock her children. So can we not, like, you can understand when somebody goes for you, like you've said the most about people who have spoken on your child, do you know what I mean?
I'll get it, yeah.
So we're all fucking human, we all do things that we don't mean, but nobody will ever make me hate Torian. I don't give a fuck what anybody...
No, I don't hate her neither, but I just didn't agree with what she was doing.
I don't agree with either side, do you know what I mean? Like, I do understand what you're saying, you know, like, fight fire with fire. It's just when everyone shut up about EQ, but she keeps continuously doing these stuff. If you're aiming it at swearing Shep, all the rest of the black community are gonna get affected. When she made that video of Angie, and Angie saying today she weren't really affected, but it affected us, like it affected me myself, because I've been through it. So you're not just targeting one individual, you're targeting a whole plethora of people, because other people go through the same shit.
Yeah. Have you seen a new video of Miss Red? No,
She proved a point, and yet again racism was sidelined. Thank you. What did he say? JP?
Hey?
What did he say?
No, just asking, could someone ask a question about what's...
Afternoon, Diane.
About Miss Red's live this morning. I ain't seen any because I haven't been on. I've been getting stuff sorted, so...
I just think they're all fucking ridiculous at this point. I don't have no respect for any of them. I definitely do not have respect for... Well, I didn't have a lot of respect for Angie anyway. I just think they're fucking disgusting. Apparently there's a new video on EQ story.
Me saying about leaving app, I'm just getting a bit... Look, my son's on the app now. He's allowed. He's over 13. He's allowed. Yeah. But he doesn't get involved in anything. He just does his, like, watches gaming videos and stuff. But her talking about him the other day, it's winding him up. It got him a bit stressed. And so he heard it for himself through the app. It just came up on his feed. So he's not happy and he's distressed about it. So I would just want her to keep her mouth shut on him. It's not fair. So
definitely not, and I think that's when I would probably, if my daughter, if my face was on here and my daughter saw it, I probably would leave it as well, because I do not want it to affect my daughter's real life, because to me this is not reality, and as soon as it filters it into my reality, I would have to take myself out of the situation as well.
Yeah, this is where my head's at. So
I don't understand that. Frenchie, are you there, love?
Oh man, easy.
How is everything after yesterday?
Good, I'm good, man. Yeah, it was a mess yesterday. Like, I've just been listening to EQ's live now. She's just come off live and that, and she's just basically running a live, monitorising the tragedy, what's happened.
Really?
Blaming the victims, like blaming the crowd. Now look, that road is one of the busiest parts of the parade yesterday. That road should never have been open. Regardless if it was open or not, a car should not have been driving at crowds. Now EQ's making a defence of the driver, saying that the people were getting angry and banging at the car. Rightly so. If there's a car erratically driving at people, people going towards large numbers of people, people are gonna react to it. You know, you can't blame the crowds. She's saying, well, the crowd shouldn't have been there. The people were out enjoying the day. But this dirty, rotten, paedophile cunt is blaming. And look, you can go and report me all you want, EQ. I promise you, if I ever bump into you in the street, mate, your chin is coming off your fucking face. I'm sorry, Top Girl, for the way I'm talking on your live, but this dirty, rotten PDF file needs putting into place. Look, they might get away with trying to target and bully people on this app, right? But what you've done today there, right, is basically what the Sun newspaper done to Liverpool fans in 1989. Blame the victims. The truth will come out over the next few days. You know, the police have said last night not to speculate on it. But all EQ has just done there is speculate and blame the fans. Blame the fans who were in the road and defend the maniac who's driving on people.
Why is she blaming the fans? How is it the fans' fault? I don't get it.
I don't get it, Chippy, 100%. But this character will go against the grain every time to try and look different, and so you know. But to monetize off people, I don't get it, man. This is a vile, sick app, you know. This is a vile, disgusting, sick app, and the sooner this person gets the comeuppance and the karma, the better for everyone, because this is a vile, disgusting person. And, you know, we've heard how they talk to kids and the stuff that comes out of the mouth about terminally ill people. But they're a 100% PDF file. And, you know, I haven't really chipped in on this, on what's been going on with these videos with and that, but this is a 1,000,000,000% PDF file, and people need to fucking block this person. Just cancel it, 100% cancel it. There's no point in listening to it anymore.
I mean, I watched that. You know, I'm a Liverpool fan. I was watching it yesterday, and bits and bats, and then when I saw that video last night, I was like, "What the fuck?" I mean, that was. I don't understand how that's not deliberate.
It's 100% deliberate, Chippy. You know, these
over 50 people injured, man.
You know, we don't know the circumstances behind it. When it first come out, people were calling it a terrorist attack, and people are quick to jump to conclusions. But my first thought was, is it a medical episode? Because you do see some medical episodes where people have like an heart attack behind the wheel. But then after watching some other videos, you know it's not, because you can see the driver, he's erratic, the door gets opened, you can see he's not having an episode, so he deliberately goes at the crowd, and to make excuses for it just to look different on TikTok and get some gifts in.
Even EQ, even Sam Walker yesterday, I'm sure, well, somebody sent me the video that he's like, straight away without it being confirmed, this is an illegal immigrant, this, that and the other, and it's because of immigrants, blah blah blah, inciting hate on
because people with nothing between the brain will just comment without facts. We were there, we were in the city. If you weren't there, you shouldn't really be throwing the comments out instantly without knowing the circumstances and what's happened. But people will do anything on the internet, won't they, for a couple of quid, because they haven't got it in them to get out and earn some honest money. They're just bums. I call them people bums who will say anything on the internet to get a bit of attention. Fucking disgusting, horrible people, mate.
Yeah, and
I just come up to say about EQ. She said she was blaming, when Chicky said about how was she blaming fans, she was blaming them because she was showing video and slowing it down. She was saying that he's driven into it basically by accident, and then they started hitting the car, and then they've pulled up. She was basically saying that she thinks he could have possibly felt frightened, it could be PTSD, it could have been a medical episode. That's how she was blaming fans.
Jesus.
We know it wasn't a medical episode, though. We know you don't accidentally
No.
You don't
I'm just saying
into a crowd.
that's what she said. I agree. I'm just saying that's what she said.
Yeah, I've just listened to the live. I've just been commenting in there. Yeah, I've just listened to everything that they've just been saying. They've just spun a narrative, really, like.
I just don't, like, you've got to, instead of, like, obviously the blame's going to be on the driver, but instead of coming on this app and inciting hate, why don't you just think about the victims and everything that you're saying these victims' families will hear? So if you don't know the full facts, keep your mouth fucking closed, and think of the people who are actually affected, not you sat behind your fucking computer desk because you've got no fucking life, and spouting hate every single day.
Do you think it's worse coming from her because she's a Scouser? Do you think it'll
They
get
should know better, yeah. They should know better. I mean, that's not a Scouser, though. Let me just say, that's not a Scouser. That's more that's more of a Birkenhead. No, you don't have to say sorry, but that's not a genuine Scouser. That's more from Birkenhead or surrounding areas on the outskirts of Liverpool. A little bit of a Scouse twang, but that's not a genuine Scouser.
Right.
Shouldn't really matter.
Fair enough.
Has he got
you got a banana.
Where do you get banned?
shouldn't really matter where you're from anyway. It's a case of that shouldn't be coming out of people's mouths.
Yeah, no, I just mean, do you think it'll upset people more because
Well, do you know what?
she's one of them?
I hope she lives in that sort of area. She's
Yeah.
you know, and like Frenchie just said, but
I agree,
people
JJ.
don't forgive very easy, and when they can get to people, for something
You've
like
got no
that,
other
shit
count.
like that, I'm not gonna say anything against like taking it off the app. If they need to take it off the app, feel free.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just feel like when stuff like this happens, we should come together as a community, as fucking humans, have some human decency, have some
Absolutely.
empathy towards the victims. Like, we're sat here with our children. There was children there. Like, keep your mouth fucking closed.
You know that day, that
No
day,
worries,
right? For a football fan, for a Liverpool fan, that day was about celebrating a title win, right? They may never see that again.
Yeah.
That's for some people, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, and they were celebrating that, and that's now turned into a sour day rather than a happy.
I think that's what it was. Like, I was on in Manchester City on the trams, and I saw all these little girls with the Liverpool tops on, and going to the parade in the morning, and all I could, when it happened, French, have you not got another account? When it happened, all I could see with these little girls' faces. Do you know what I mean? And that's the maddest thing.
Yeah.
But look at people you
That's
know.
what-
So Papa Blaze went there, yeah. To celebrate.
Yeah.
He's a Liverpool fan. He goes down there to celebrate. His day, even as an adult, his day is now ruined. He may never see them win the title again.
Yeah.
They probably will, but
It's just tainted though.
Tainted everything,
Whenever there is like if they do win the league again, it will
Yeah.
still be tainted by this incident and this incident alone, because all the
And that's it.
happiness was
It's the
forgotten about.
repercussions in it of. Yeah, it's the repercussions of what it has for people. You know, you don't know that there are people in that crowd that will never go in crowds again.
Yeah.
So what's that? You just don't know the long-term effects.
I agree, and I just don't understand how people are on this app. Like, guys, as well. By the way, like, my gifts are on, but I didn't come on to talk about this. The conversation just ended up like this. But I do think we need to, like, does anybody even ever listen to EQ and take her word for gospel? Because I really don't. The likes of
No, me neither.
EQ, Angie, Sam Walker, they have no. If it was raining outside and they told me it was raining, I wouldn't believe them.
I'm gonna have to go top now.
No worries.
I'm gonna have to go because I'm taking Young and fishing, and his mates are coming. So they're on the way now.
Cool story, Chippy.
No, seriously. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go.
No worries. You and Angie Fowler. You know what it was, Scarlett? I saw this morning in her live, Angie's, where she was with EQ, and she was sat there, and she said, but with her through her own mouth, that she wasn't actually affected by that video, and she was laughing and joking with her, saying, "I got to number one." So I just have no empathy for the whole situation anymore, because you are literally mocking everybody who stood by you through that. Hi, Live Clips. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm sweet. I only jumped up to say, look, it wasn't like, even though, like, it was a day for, like, the Liverpool fans and that, it was a day for, like, the whole city, you know, like red or blue, like, when things like that happen, everyone comes together. So, like, the whole city was there, and then all...